Greetings and salutations, and this is Tech Plays here, back with more, or well, not more anything. We are playing CTR Nitro-Fueled, which I don't recall if I've ever played this game on my channel before. But hi, hello, I have an avatar now. Yeah, I don't like showing my face or any like personal stuff on the internet for obvious reasons, you know, identity thieves and toxic people and stuff. So this is my solution. An avatar. But anyway, we are playing CTR. Let's get this started. I recorded maybe like, I think 5 or 6 races, and then kind of edited them down because it was a lot of like stupid loading stuff and like games not starting and all that, because this game has never had like a good connection of any kind. You know what I mean? But now we can begin. Let's go. So I started with like my favorite character to play in this game, and that's Nash. And you might be wondering why Nash, because that's just a random CTR boss who only appeared in C&K boss who only appeared in C&K before this. And yeah, that is the case, but I honestly just love him. I love his skins, I love his voice. Like, I love the character. Both in C&K and here, even though they have way different voices between the games, because in C&K he's voiced by, I forget the guy's name, but I know he voices some people in Futurama. I forget his name, but the Nash in CTR Nitro-Fueled is voiced by Dwight Schultz, who voices Dr. Animo in the Ben 10 series. I'm a big fan of when I get to hear that voice actor as characters, because there's something unique and just fun about his voice. But so there may be a little voice actor bias there, but I just really love Nash. Like, I love his character. He's always been like my favorite of the C&K bosses, and he's my favorite character to play as here. He's not my favorite character in the game, but in terms of like voice lines and playing as the character, he's my favorite. My favorite character in the game is Dr. Cortex, because Dr. Cortex is just my favorite Crash character. I am really sorry if you hear a cat meowing in the background. He's meowing even though it's not time to eat yet, as far as I know. Let me check the time. Yeah, I don't think it's time yet. He pulls this shit every day. Like, just ignore it. I'm really sorry about it. I couldn't really record this at any other time because my sleeping schedule is fucked up. And I can't do this at night because it'll wake other people up. So, yeah, this was the only time I could do it, and the cat likes to meow around this time. Yay! So let's hope he doesn't keep doing that. But yeah, we're doing really good this first race. I wonder why that is. Like, this is a pretty strong start, all things considered, but we'll see if it stays that way. We'll see if it stays that way. Sorry, I need to drink something. Hold on. I need to drink something. I got some drink here, I just haven't drank it for a little bit. There we go, we got a victory. Oh, there's only like 2 other player racers and one is in last. Okay, that kind of, one of them's probably not that good at the game. And usually when there's like, oh no, there's 3 other player racers. Why? Okay, so 2 of them aren't that great at the game. The other one I kind of beat like last second, I think. I wasn't really looking at the gameplay the last few seconds before I won, but I think it was like at the very end that I got first. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, I'm just being goofy. I'm in a goofy mood. I'm in a goofy mood. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I didn't really edit out like the loading screens, you know, the ones that go to the victory thing. I forgot what they're called, sorry. But I didn't really edit those out because they're kind of short loading screens. I mainly edited down the ones like loading up a game, because those take forever. Like, they're some of the worst loading screens I've ever seen in a game. They're not Sonic 06 bad, but they're pretty bad. They're also not Rat to Cortex bad, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've ever had one of these loading screens last a whole 48 seconds like Rat to Cortex could on the PS2. But yeah, I think it was 48. That's what I remember it being. But I could be wrong. Who knows? Yeah, let's just wait. Let's get into the race. Let's go. Unfortunately, we didn't really get any of my favorite tracks in this video. Like, my favorite tracks like Electron Avenue, Android Alley. We did get Sewer Speedway. I do love that track. But we didn't really get, like, Electron Avenue, Android Alley, Engine Labs. What's another one I really love? It's one of the snow ones. It's the one with, like, 2 shortcuts, and one of them's really hard to pull off. I forgot what it's called. Is it Polar Pass? I want to say it's Polar Pass. We didn't really get that one, unfortunately. That's a really fun track. We mainly got, like, a lot of the simple tracks in this. I wonder if that's because, like, that's what people wanted, or... Some of these we just didn't really get good choices, so we kind of just settled for the simple track. That's the thing. But yeah. When you see me look up, that's me, like, checking the game, like this. That's me checking the gameplay, because I am looking back and forth between the screen and the gameplay to make sure, like, you know, the avatar's doing its thing. Because I don't trust this. Like, this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm just trying to make sure it's all working. You know what I mean? But yeah, we are playing as... I forgot which one this is. I forgot what they're... I only remember, like, Amy and Tana. I said Tana. I only remember Amy and Tana. I don't remember what the names of the other 3 are. I think we're playing as Isabella? Or Isabel, whatever her name is. I think? Because I think Liz is the brown-haired one, right? I want to say? Yeah, this is Isabel, because Liz is the brown-haired one, and Megumi is the blue-haired one, so this is definitely Isabel. That is definitely what we're doing. Okay. I remember now. I do switch between some of my favorite characters to play as here. A lot of it has to do with voice lines, and the fact I have, like, good skins for these characters. Like, a lot of it has to do with those 2 factors, because, like, I love... A lot of the voice acting in CTR Nitro-Fueled is kind of bad. Not on the actor's part, it's just kind of bad direction, but, like, some characters still have really great voice lines. I think Nash and Isabel, or 2 of them, Isabella, I think. I don't know if it's Isabel or Isabella, but whatever her name is. She has great voice lines. I love her voice lines. I also love Nash's. I love Cortex's. We're going to play him later in the video, too. He's my favorite Crash character of all time. I love doing Cortex impressions. Crash Bandicoot. It's about time. It's just fun to do. Also, if you're wondering why, like, I chose an avatar with them, or I made my avatar have the mouth covered, it's because the mouth syncing for the app I'm using is really awful. It's really awful. The eye syncing, as you can see, is really great, because I can just, like, move my eyes around. It doesn't blink, because I had to turn it down to make it actually be good. And when you turn it, like, down, I don't remember if it's down or up I turned it, but whichever way I turned it, when you do that, it makes it where you can't blink. Like, I got one eye closed. That's as like, squinted as my eyes can get. So if you're wondering why the avatar is not blinking, it's because if I had it set to where it could blink, the eyes would not be accurate at all. They'd be moving too much. So, yeah. I'd rather keep the eyes, like, accurate to the expressions than, you know, fuck it all up just so it can show blinking. You know what I mean? I'd rather it's, you know, like, if I gotta choose between blinking and having the eyes emote right, I'd rather have the eyes emote right. Especially since I have the mouth blocked. Like, the eyes are all the emotion you're getting out of this avatar. So, like, yeah. I'd rather, you know, rather have it where it syncs right. You know what I mean? And I am purposely doing, like, extra expressions just to show, like, all it can do. You know? Just because it's fun. Just because it's fun to mess around with. This is my first time using one of these, so, like, I'm really happy with that. You know what I mean? We did not get on the victory podium. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. I also drew an avatar of this character for my channel, so like if this video ends up going right, like there's no issues with it. I did have a few issues because the Wi-Fi didn't want to work. So, and that was fucking up the app I'm using for this avatar, but we managed to get it working in time. So, everything's going okay now, you know? But it was, you know, a little messy. Little messy, and I'm shaking the avatar's head on purpose because I love watching the ears move. I wish the ears emoted with the eyes. That would be epic, but they don't. They don't. I'm broke as shit, so I'm using a free app. If I had the money, I would definitely get an app that lets these things emote. If possible. But yeah. Moving on to Sewer Speedway. This is probably the best track we played in this video, in my honest opinion. Like, yeah. Let's go. Oh, we're playing as Cortex now. I literally just said we're playing as Cortex, my favorite Crash character. Let's go. I also did pretty good this video. I have a couple races where like I did poorly, but compared to how I usually do online in this game, because I'm really great at single player in this game, but I am horrible at online normally. But today I got like a lot of like, I got into matches with a lot of people who aren't as good as me at the game, and that kind of gave me some victories. There's also the fact this match in particular, everyone lags out for some reason. I have no idea. I have no idea why. I don't know why this is still a thing that happens with this game. But I have no idea why. It just happens. It just happens. Anyway. I love pulling off, like, the jump trips off ramps. Like, power sliding is cool and all, but, you know, there's nothing like just, like, doing tricks off ramp. Like, the jump trick off ramps like that and getting a boost. It feels so good doing that. Like, I think that's what I really love about, like, Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, is that the game feels great. I need to recenter my avatar because I just shifted positions and it fucked up. There we go. Everything's good now. Let's go. See, I'm winning, but it's because people left. On that first match, I won with 3 other players, so that was pretty good, especially for the first match. It was actually the first match. I didn't really cut out any matches I did today. I kept them all in, so that really was the first match. I really did get first match with 3 other players. This one, though, I kind of don't think I earned it, because all the other players left within, like, the first lap. So I have no idea what happened here. None. Ooh, the avatar's starting to lag. I don't like that. You'll have to excuse when it does that, because again, like... There we go. You'll have to excuse when it does that. This app isn't that great. Like I said, I'm using a free app because I'm broke as fuck. I'm exaggerating, obviously. Like, we got money to get by, but I cannot be wasting money on, like, a VTuber app, you know what I mean? Like, I cannot be wasting money on that. You know what I mean? But if this video does well, or I just like the avatar enough and the app doesn't fuck me over later, hopefully it doesn't, but, you know, I got trust issues. But if the app doesn't fuck me over later and this video does well enough, at least if the app doesn't fuck over later, because I might just like doing this whether the video does well or not. You know, I might just like doing it anyway. But I do apologize for like the lagging of the model earlier, because that was kind of dumb. I don't like when it does that. It's not doing that because of the Wi-Fi. Like, I don't think it is, because this phone is the only... Yes, I'm doing this on the phone. I told you I'm broke as fuck. I can't afford PC. That's the whole reason I'm a console gamer, is because, like, the PS5 is still half the price of a good PC. It was. I don't know about the PS5 Pro, and depending on how much the PS6 costs, that might change, but currently, consoles are still, the console I have is still cheaper than PC. Hopefully, if I remember the price of, the PS5 Pro right, I do hope the PS6 is a little cheaper. I mean, I won't blame them if it's like $600 or something like that, because inflation across the world is just fucking awful right now, especially in the US. Like, especially in the US, which is only going to get worse because of, I don't want to name drop them, because I don't need a reason for my channel to be, like, aimed at, because I've seen, like, people post videos about, like, their channels being aimed at because they talked about this man. So I'm just going to talk about him in code. Because of Captain Cantaloupe's tariffs, it's going to get worse. Yeah. I told you I'm broke as fuck. If I was rich, the first thing I would do is get me, my family, and any friends I have in America out of the country. I would get us all out. I would get us to somewhere safer. Somewhere that ain't pulling this shit. And try to get us all, like, legal citizenship and all that shit. Like, that's what I would do. Quite honestly. Because I don't know if this, like, it's like America's not the only place suffering like this right now. The UK is going through some bullshit. Japan is going through some bullshit. Australia is going through some bullshit. Places like, well, to be fair, places like Australia and Mexico are always going through bullshit, because those are, like, countries that aren't doing so well. I've talked to people from those places, and it's just like, they have problems all the time. So does America, but, like, usually before, like, 2025, a lot of our problems seemed minor by comparison. Now our problems are actually really hard. Thanks, Captain Cantaloupe, as I'm going to keep calling you, so that my video doesn't get targeted by YouTube. But yeah. The avatar's lagging a bit again. I don't like that. That's why. Like, it's not lagging as bad, but, like, I'm moving my head to test it, and it's like a delay. No! Why? We're gonna play as Nina. I forgot who we even played last round, because we were on literally the second shortest track of the game. I didn't even have time to see what I was playing. I was also, like, rambling on and on about Tyrannical Tangerine, you know, so, and his tariffs. So I kinda got distracted. No, not lag again. Okay, it was just a short freeze. It wasn't full on lag. Okay, that's good. That's good. I need to start paying more attention, because this video has like 6 minutes left, and I need to make sure to do my outro at the right time. It's going to be kind of hard to, like, time this, because Bluetooth wasn't working with this on the phone. Like, it was making this lag more, like, really horribly so. So I had to, like, do the normal thing of recording my voice on the PlayStation. So I had to time the start of this recording perfectly with the start of the voice recording in Share Factory. But that's not the only hard part. I gotta make sure I do my outro at the right time so that this links up. I mean, of course, if I run a little late on doing my outro, I can just do like a post video bit of this. Who knows? But yeah, we're going to Prehistoric Playground. I like this track too. Sewer Speedway and this track are both pretty good. We almost got Polar Pass, which I think is the track that I'm thinking of earlier, where I mentioned it has 2 shortcuts and one's pretty hard to pull off. Like, I think it is Polar Pass. We almost got it earlier. I didn't keep the recording in because it was one of those times where, like, the race did not start. So I had to leave and then like join a new group of people. So I said I kept every race in. I kept most of them in. I cut out the one that never started because I sat there for like 6 minutes and then left. It sucks that they never fixed that issue. You think they would have. But then again, it's published by Activision. What do you expect? Activision fucking sucks. They fucking brought Crash and Spyro back just to fucking kill them off again. I fucking hate Activision. I swear I do. I already hated them before. I already didn't like them before, like, they did anything with Crash and Spyro in recent years. But now I have, like, an even more valid reason. Because the last good game from either came in, like, 2020. And since then, we did get Crash Team Rumble, which isn't as bad as people say it is, but that didn't last long, and it was still not good. It was still not good. I give that game like a 5 out of 10. It was fun at first, but then after like a little while, it gets like sort of repetitive and boring. A lot like what battle royales make me feel now. I got sick of battle royales pretty fast. There are a couple where like I kept my interest for a while, like Apex Legends and the Naraka Blade Point, but like the rest of them, like I would get bored after a few matches, or I just really wasn't fucking with the game. Like, especially Fortnite. Like, Fortnite's a game I gave up on fast. This was before I hated Fortnite. I actually started hating it because the fucking ads harassing me on YouTube, and I literally am not exaggerating. Like, Fortnite ads were everywhere. And I hated seeing, like, characters I love, like Jill Valentine and Batman, look so uncanny and disgusting because Fortnite's art style, or lack thereof, just looks terrible. And crossover characters do not translate well, in my honest opinion. Sorry, I'm checking to make sure, like, I'm checking to make sure that I time the outro right, if possible. If not, again, it's not a big deal, but just want to make sure I time it right. Also, I'm going to apologize ahead of time. There's going to be a Power Director symbol in the corner, because again, I'm broke as fuck. I cannot afford, like, a premium video editing app, or the premium version of Power Director currently. Maybe that'll change in a little while. If this goes well, like if the videos I do with this avatar do well enough, I might invest in like a better app for an avatar and a better editing app that doesn't put like a watermark over the video. I might at least if these do well, I'll at least do like the second one. I'll at least invest in a better editing app that doesn't put a watermark over the video. Like, I'll at least do that. But until then, we're using Power Director. Okay? We're using Power Director until then. So the race is not over yet, huh? I thought it'd be over by now. We have about less than a minute. So I'm going to be watching the screen a lot so I can do the outro at the right time. So yeah. Ooh, that's a good amount of coins. That's a good amount of coins, don't you think? Looking. That's a good amount of coin. Damn, the avatar lagged. It could not, like... it didn't move with my head. Dude, I'm getting sick of that lag. But anyway... we are going to have to end off the video right about here, so bye!